Welcome to Vietnam. Vietnam is a land of breathtaking beauty, rich history, and vibrant culture, and my journey through its most iconic destinations has been nothing short of magical. Let me take you on this adventure to explore some of the country's most stunning landscapes and historic treasures, each offering its own unique charm. My journey began in Tràng An, often referred to as the Ha Long Bay on land. As I glided along the emerald green waters on a traditional bamboo boat, I was surrounded by towering limestone casts and mysterious caves. The reflections of the majestic cliffs on the still water created a surreal, almost dreamlike atmosphere. With every turn, I was met with ancient temples hidden among the greenery, each telling stories of Vietnam's deep spiritual roots. From there, I made my way to the legendary Ha Long Bay, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most iconic destinations in Vietnam. Sailing through this wonder of the world on a traditional junk boat was an experience beyond words. Thousands of limestone islands rose dramatically from the sea, their shapes carved by time and nature. As the sun set, the bay transformed into a golden paradise, and I couldn't help but feel a deep connection to the beauty of the natural world. Next, I explored the mystical Phong Nha Bang National Park, home to some of the world's largest and most stunning caves. The journey into the famous Son Doong Cave felt like stepping into another planet, with its vast chambers, underground rivers, and lush greenery thriving within the cave itself. It was a humbling reminder of how extraordinary and untouched nature can be. For a change of pace, I traveled to the Mù Cang Chải terraced fields in the northern mountains. These golden, cascading rice terraces, crafted by generations of ethnic minority farmers, were a sight to behold. Standing amidst the endless fields during harvest season, I felt the warmth of the local communities who welcomed me with their traditions and stories. From the mountains, I headed south to Phú Quốc, Vietnam's island paradise. With its pristine white sand beaches, crystal clear waters, and lush jungles, Phú Quốc was a tropical escape like no other. Snorkeling in its vibrant coral reefs and savoring fresh seafood by the sea made me realize why this island is often called Pearl Island. History came alive as I visited the Hue ancient capital, where the grandeur of Vietnam's imperial past is preserved in its stunning architecture. Walking through the imperial city, I was transported back to the Nguyen dynasty, with its palaces, temples, and gardens. The Perfume River, flowing gently through the city, added to the poetic charm of Hue. One of the most awe-inspiring moments of my journey was standing before the Bản Giốc waterfall, the largest waterfall in Southeast Asia. The sheer power of the cascading water, surrounded by lush greenery and mist, was breathtaking. It felt like nature itself was putting on a show, and I was lucky enough to be in the audience. To end my journey, I visited the vibrant Cái Răng floating market in the Mekong Delta. Watching the bustling activity of boats trading fresh fruits, vegetables, and local delicacies was an unforgettable experience. Sipping a cup of Vietnamese coffee while floating among the lively merchants was the perfect way to immerse myself in the daily life of the Delta. These are just a few of the countless wonders that Vietnam has to offer. Every destination has its own story, its own beauty, and its own way of leaving an unforgettable mark on your heart. But this is only the beginning. Are you ready to join me on this incredible journey to discover Vietnam's treasures? If you're ready to embark on this adventure, leave a comment below and let me know. Together, we'll explore the magic of Vietnam and create memories that will last a lifetime. As my journey across Vietnam began, Tràng An was the first destination that truly took my breath away. Nestled in Ninh Bình province and often called the Ha Long Bay on land, Tràng An is a UNESCO World Heritage Site celebrated for its stunning karst landscapes, serene waterways, and rich cultural history. From the moment I arrived, I knew I was about to experience something extraordinary. The adventure began as I stepped into a small traditional bamboo boat, expertly rowed by a local guide. As we glided along the calm, emerald green waters, I was surrounded by towering limestone mountains covered in lush greenery. The reflections of these majestic peaks mirrored perfectly in the water, creating a dreamlike scene that felt like stepping into a painting. The boat ride took me through a series of winding waterways, each turn revealing a new and equally mesmerizing view. One of the highlights was entering the Tam Coc Caves, a network of grottos carved by the gentle flow of the river over thousands of years. Ducking slightly as the boat passed through the narrow cave openings, I marveled at the natural stalactites hanging from the ceilings, glistening like crystals in the dim light. The echoes of water dripping and the rhythmic sound of the oars created a tranquil and almost otherworldly atmosphere. Beyond the natural beauty, Tràng An is also steeped in cultural and spiritual significance. Along the waterways, I visited ancient temples and pagodas tucked into the cliffs and hillsides. Each site seemed to carry whispers of Vietnam's storied past, from the Tring Temple, where locals once prayed for protection, to the Cong Temple, which gained fame as a filming location for Cong, Skull Island. These sacred places added a layer of history and reverence to the experience, connecting me not only to the land, but also to its deep-rooted traditions. One of the most magical moments came as we passed through the Hang Toi, dark cave, and emerged into a hidden valley surrounded by sheer cliffs. It was as if the world had opened up to reveal a secret paradise, untouched and pure. The stillness of the water, broken only by the gentle ripples of the boat, made the scene feel even more surreal. As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the landscape, I climbed to a nearby viewpoint for a panoramic view of Tràng An. From there, I could see the intricate network of rivers weaving through the karst mountains, the boats dotting the water like tiny leaves floating on a pond. The beauty of Tràng An in that golden hour was something I'll carry with me forever. If there's a place that truly encapsulates the awe-inspiring beauty of Vietnam, it has to be Ha Long Bay, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the new 7 wonders of nature. Ha Long Bay is a magical seascape where thousands of limestone casts rise majestically from emerald green waters. From the moment I laid eyes on it, I knew this was a destination like no other. As my boat set sail from the bustling harbor, I was immediately drawn into the bay's surreal beauty. The towering limestone islands, each uniquely shaped and cloaked in greenery, seemed to float on the water, shrouded in a light mist that added an air of mystery. Each turn revealed new wonders, hidden coves, secluded beaches, and tiny fishing villages that dotted the bay like whispers of life in this natural paradise. One of the most unforgettable moments was exploring Sung Sot Cave, Surprise Cave, one of the largest and most impressive caves in Ha Long Bay. Walking through its chambers felt like stepping into another world, with dramatic stalactites and stalagmites illuminated by soft, colorful lights. The intricate formations, shaped by millennia of water and wind, seemed almost otherworldly, their shadows dancing across the walls like ancient storytellers. The adventure continued as we kayaked through the calm waters, navigating narrow channels that led to hidden lagoons. Paddling beneath natural rock arches and into secluded inlets, I felt a sense of exploration and discovery, as if I were uncovering secrets hidden within the bay. In one of these lagoons, surrounded by cliffs and the sound of chirping birds, the world felt wonderfully still, as though time had paused just for this moment. Another highlight of my time in Ha Long Bay was visiting a traditional floating fishing village. Here, I got a glimpse of a unique way of life that has existed for generations. The villagers, living in colorful floating houses, welcomed me with warm smiles and shared stories about their connection to the sea. It was fascinating to see how they had adapted to life in harmony with the bay's natural rhythm. As the day drew to a close, I found myself on the deck of the boat, watching the sun sink below the horizon. The sky transformed into a canvas of fiery reds and soft purples, reflecting off the water and casting a golden glow over the karst formations. It was a moment of pure magic, one that felt almost too perfect to be real. Phong Nha Bàng National Park is a treasure trove of natural wonders, where towering limestone mountains, dense tropical forests, and some of the world's most spectacular caves come together to create a landscape of unparalleled beauty. Located in Quang Binh Province, this UNESCO World Heritage Site is a must-visit destination for adventurers and nature enthusiasts alike. As I entered the park, I was immediately struck by the sheer scale and grandeur of its landscape. Karst peaks covered in lush greenery rose dramatically against the sky, and the pristine rivers that weave through the park shimmered in the sunlight. It was a scene of untouched wilderness, brimming with life and mystery. highlight of my visit was venturing into the Phong Nha cave, one of the largest and most accessible caves in the park. Boarding a small boat, we floated along the Sun River, entering the cave's massive mouth, which looked like a gateway to another world. Inside, the cavern opened up to reveal enormous chambers filled with stalactites and stalagmites of all shapes and sizes. The formations, illuminated by soft lighting, seemed almost alive, creating a surreal and magical atmosphere. Next, I explored Paradise Cave, aptly named for its jaw-dropping beauty. Walking along wooden pathways, I found myself in awe of the cave's vast interior, which stretches for 31 kilometers underground. The intricate formations resembled frozen waterfalls, coral reefs, and even mythical creatures, each more fascinating than the last. The silence within the cave, broken only by the occasional drip of water, added to its ethereal charm. For the more adventurous, Hang Toi, Dark Cave, offered a completely different experience. Equipped with a headlamp and safety gear, I waded through knee-deep water, climbed over rocky passages, and even floated along an underground river. The thrill of exploring this untouched and wild cave was unmatched, and the sense of discovery made it one of the most exhilarating parts of my visit. Beyond the caves, the natural beauty of Phong Nha Bàng was equally captivating. I took a trek through the park's dense jungles, where ancient trees towered above and birdsong filled the air. The diversity of wildlife in the park is astounding, with rare species such as the Thiên langur and vibrant butterflies making appearances along the trails. Every step felt like an adventure, immersing me deeper into this pristine environment. Phong Nha Bàng isn't just a place of natural beauty, it's a testament to the power of time and nature's artistry. Its caves, formed over millions of years, are some of the most extraordinary in the world, while its forests and rivers offer a haven for biodiversity. Whether you're kayaking along its tranquil waterways, trekking through its wild terrain, or marveling at the wonders hidden underground, this park offers an experience that's as humbling as it is inspiring. Nestled in the mountains of northern Vietnam, Mù Cang Chải is a breathtaking destination known for its spectacular terraced rice fields. Located in Yên Bái province, this rural gem is a masterpiece of human ingenuity and natural beauty, where generations of the Hmong ethnic community have carefully crafted the land into cascading terraces that glow with golden rice during harvest season. Arriving in Mù Cang Chải, I was greeted by a landscape that seemed almost otherworldly. The terraced fields stretched endlessly, their patterns flowing gracefully along the mountain slopes. At the iconic Mam Soi viewpoint, I stood in awe of the intricate layers, shaped to perfection and glowing under the sunlight. The way the fields blended seamlessly with the surrounding green valleys and forests created a scene straight out of a painting. Walking through the fields was an experience in itself. Narrow paths led me closer to the terraces, where I could see the dedication of local farmers harvesting rice using traditional methods. Their skill and connection to the land were truly inspiring. In one village, I was welcomed into a family home and invited to join them for a meal. Sharing a simple yet delicious feast of freshly harvested rice, I gained a deeper appreciation for the traditions and culture that have thrived here for centuries. Beyond the fields, Mù Cang Chải offered even more natural beauty. Waterfalls tumbled down rocky cliffs, and streams meandered through the valleys, adding to the peaceful atmosphere. The untouched wilderness, combined with the artistry of the rice terraces, created a sense of wonder that stayed with me long after I left. Mù Cang Chải is more than just a destination. It's a journey into the heart of Vietnam's rural life, where nature and tradition come together in perfect harmony. Standing amidst the golden terraces, with the mountains towering in the background, I felt a profound connection to the land and the people who call it home. If you're looking for a place that blends stunning landscapes with cultural richness, Mù Cang Chải is a must-visit that will leave you inspired and in awe. Located off the southern coast of Vietnam, Phu Quoc, often called the Pearl Island, is a tropical paradise that offers pristine beaches, lush forests, and vibrant local culture. From the moment I arrived, the island's tranquil beauty and laid-back charm captured my heart, making it a destination I knew I would never forget. The first thing that struck me about Phu Quoc was its stunning coastline. White sand beaches stretched for miles, bordered by crystal-clear waters that shimmered in shades of turquoise and emerald. At Sao Beach, one of the island's most famous spots, the powdery sand and swaying palm trees created a postcard-perfect setting. Lying under the warm sun and listening to the gentle waves, I felt an incredible sense of peace and relaxation. Beyond the beaches, Phu Quoc's natural beauty extended to its lush interior. I explored the Phu Quoc National Park, a haven for biodiversity with dense tropical forests, hiking trails, and wildlife. Walking under the canopy of ancient trees, surrounded by the sounds of birds and rustling leaves, was a refreshing escape into nature. From some vantage points, I enjoyed panoramic views of the island, with its hills rolling down to meet the sparkling sea. One of the highlights of my visit was discovering Phu Quoc's rich culture and history. I visited the Din Khao Night Market, a lively hub where the aroma of grilled seafood filled the air. Sampling local delicacies like fresh sea urchin, grilled squid, and Phu Quoc's famous fish sauce was a feast for the senses. The bustling market, lit by lanterns and filled with the energy of locals and visitors, was a vibrant reminder of the island's unique charm. Another unforgettable experience was visiting the pearl farms that give Phu Quoc its nickname. Here, I learned about the intricate process of pearl cultivation and marveled at the exquisite jewelry crafted from these ocean treasures. It was fascinating to see how the island's natural resources had been transformed into something so beautiful and enduring. Phu Quoc's history also came to life during my visit to Phu Quoc Prison, a somber but important site that tells the story of Vietnam's struggles for independence. Walking through its halls and learning about the sacrifices made during wartime was a humbling and eye-opening experience that added depth to my understanding of the island's past. My next destination was Hue, the ancient capital of Vietnam, a city that embodies the country's rich history, imperial grandeur, and timeless charm. Nestled along the banks of the Perfume River, Hue offers a glimpse into the past, where the legacy of the Nguyen dynasty comes alive through its stunning architecture, serene landscapes, and cultural treasures. The heart of my journey in Hue was the Imperial City, a sprawling complex that once served as the political, cultural, and spiritual hub of Vietnam. Walking through the imposing Ngo Mon Gate, I felt as if I was stepping back in time. Inside, the grandeur of the throne palace, with its intricate woodwork and vibrant red and gold hues, was awe-inspiring. Wandering through the corridors and courtyards, I imagined the lives of emperors, concubines, and mandarins who once walked these same paths. Beyond the imperial city, I visited Hue's famous royal tombs, each a masterpiece of architecture and design. The tomb of Emperor Khai Dinh stood out with its fusion of Vietnamese and European styles. Its ornate mosaics, created from fragments of porcelain and glass, sparkled in the sunlight, while the intricate carvings inside told stories of the emperor's reign. In contrast, the tomb of Emperor Tu Duc exuded tranquility, surrounded by serene lakes and pine forests, a place where history and nature blended seamlessly. The Perfume River, which flows through Hue, added to the city's poetic charm. I took a leisurely boat ride, where the calm waters reflected the surrounding greenery and distant mountains. Along the way, we stopped at Thiên Mu Pagoda, an iconic symbol of Hue. Its seven-tiered tower rose gracefully against the sky, and the peaceful temple grounds offered a moment of quiet reflection. Hue's rich culinary heritage also left a lasting impression. The city is known for its royal cuisine, and I indulged in dishes like bun bo hue, a flavorful beef noodle soup, and ban bio, delicate steamed rice cakes topped with shrimp. Each bite was a taste of Hue's vibrant culture, reflecting the creativity and sophistication of its imperial past. My next destination took me to the sun-kissed shores of Nha Trang, a coastal city that embodies the perfect beach getaway. Known for its crystal-clear waters, golden sands, and vibrant marine life, Nha Trang is a paradise for travelers seeking relaxation, adventure, and everything in between. The first thing that struck me about Nha Trang was its stunning beaches. Tran Phu Beach, the city's most iconic stretch, offered a lively atmosphere with its swaying palm trees, beachfront cafes, and clear blue waters. The sand was soft and inviting, perfect for a morning walk or simply basking under the warm sun. For a quieter escape, I ventured to Bai Dai Beach, a pristine spot where the tranquility of the waves created a serene retreat away from the crowds. One of the highlights of my visit was exploring the Hon Mun Marine Protected Area, a haven for underwater enthusiasts. Snorkeling and diving in these waters revealed a kaleidoscope of coral reefs and colorful fish, making me feel as if I had stepped into a living aquarium. The clarity of the water and the abundance of marine life were mesmerizing, and each dive was an unforgettable adventure. Beyond the beaches, Nha Trang offers a rich tapestry of culture and history. I visited the ancient Po Naga Cham Towers, a complex of temples dating back to the 8th century. Set on a hill overlooking the Kai River, these towers are a testament to the Cham civilization's architectural brilliance and spiritual heritage. Standing in the shadow of these ancient structures, I could feel the echoes of a bygone era. The city also offered moments of serenity at the Long Sun Pagoda, a Buddhist temple known for its massive white Buddha statue that overlooks the city. Climbing to the statue rewarded me with panoramic views of Nha Trang, where the sparkling coastline met the vibrant cityscape. Nha Trang's culinary scene was another delight. Fresh seafood took center stage, with dishes like grilled lobster, squid, and clams served straight from the sea. I couldn't resist trying the local specialty, bun chakar, a delicious fish cake noodle soup that perfectly captured the flavors of the coast. For a touch of luxury, I spent an afternoon on Hon Tre Island, home to high-end resorts and amusement parks. The lush landscapes and turquoise waters of the island offered a taste of indulgence, and the cable car ride across the bay provided spectacular views of Nha Trang's coastline. As the sun set over the bay, the beach transformed into a lively hub, with night markets, street food stalls, and music filling the air. I joined locals and tourists alike in strolling along the shore, enjoying the vibrant energy that Nha Trang exudes even after the sun goes down. Mã Pí Lèng Pass, located in the breathtaking Hà Giang province of northern Vietnam, is often hailed as one of the most spectacular mountain roads in the world. Known as the King of Passes, this winding road cuts through towering limestone peaks and plunging valleys, offering a journey that is as thrilling as it is beautiful. The moment I began the ascent, I was captivated by the sheer grandeur of the landscape. The pass winds along steep cliffs, with the mountains rising dramatically on one side and the No Key River snaking its way far below on the other. The road itself is a feat of engineering, carved into the rocky terrain by the hands of local workers decades ago, and every turn revealed a new, awe-inspiring perspective of nature's raw power and beauty. One of the highlights was reaching the Sky Path, a narrow trail that hugs the cliffs and offers an unparalleled view of the surrounding peaks and valleys. Standing there, surrounded by towering limestone casts and gazing down at the emerald green waters of the No Key River far below, I felt a sense of freedom and wonder that words can hardly capture. The No Key River, shimmering like a ribbon of jade, added to the allure of the pass. I made my way down to its banks for a closer look, where the tranquility of the water and the reflection of the cliffs created a scene of serene beauty. For those seeking a bit of adventure, boat rides along the river offer a unique perspective of the pass from below, allowing you to fully appreciate its towering majesty. Along the way, small villages dotted the landscape, home to ethnic minority communities like the Hmong and Dao people. The terraced fields cascading down the mountainsides and the sight of farmers tending to their crops added a human touch to the rugged wilderness. Their resilience and connection to the land were deeply inspiring, a reminder of the harmony between people and nature in this remote region. Every stretch of Mã Pí Lèng Pass seemed to tell a story of Vietnam's untamed beauty. The sharp peaks, deep canyons, and winding roads created a dramatic landscape that felt almost otherworldly. As I paused to take in the view from various points, the silence of the mountains was broken only by the occasional sound of a bird or the rustling of leaves in the breeze. Dong Van Karst Plateau, located in Hà Giang Province, is a UNESCO Global Geopark and one of Vietnam's most remarkable natural and cultural landscapes. Known for its dramatic limestone formations, winding mountain roads, and vibrant ethnic communities, this plateau offers an unforgettable journey into the rugged beauty of the Northern Highlands. As I arrived at Dong Van, I was struck by the sheer scale and rawness of the landscape. The plateau, carved over millions of years, is a labyrinth of jagged karst peaks, deep valleys, and hidden caves. It felt like stepping into a different world, where the ancient rocks seemed to tell stories of Earth's distant past. Driving through the winding roads of the plateau was an adventure in itself. Each turn revealed a new vista: sharp limestone cliffs rising against the sky, terraced fields hugging the mountainsides, and tiny villages nestled in the valleys. The interplay of light and shadow across the rugged terrain created a constantly changing panorama that was both dramatic and serene. One of the highlights was visiting the Vuong Palace, an ancient mansion that once belonged to the Hmong king. This beautifully preserved structure, made of stone, wood, and tiles, stands as a testament to the region's rich cultural heritage. Walking through its courtyards and chambers, I could imagine the life of the Hmong royal family who once lived here, surrounded by the grandeur of the mountains. Another must-see was Lăng Cô Flag Tower, often referred to as the roof of Vietnam. Climbing to the top of the tower, located on a hill near the Chinese border, I was rewarded with breathtaking views of the surrounding landscape. The sight of the iconic Vietnamese flag fluttering against the vast sky was a proud and humbling moment, symbolizing the resilience and unity of this remote yet significant region. The journey also brought me to small, vibrant markets where ethnic minority communities, including the Hmong, Dao, and Thai, gather to trade goods and socialize. Dressed in their traditional, colorful attire, the locals exuded warmth and hospitality, offering insights into their unique cultures and ways of life. The sense of community and the harmony between people and their rugged environment left a deep impression on me. Bản Giốc waterfall, nestled in the far north of Vietnam in Cao Bang province, is one of the country's most stunning natural wonders. As one of the largest and most beautiful waterfalls in Southeast Asia, it sits on the border between Vietnam and China, offering a breathtaking spectacle of nature's raw power and beauty. The moment I arrived, the sight of the waterfall left me speechless. Bản Giốc is not just one waterfall, but a series of cascading tiers that stretch across the Cái Răng River. Crystal clear water tumbles down from heights of over 30 meters, creating a mesmerizing display of white foam and mist. The sound of the rushing water echoed through the lush valley, blending harmoniously with the rustling leaves and distant bird calls. What made the experience even more magical was the surrounding landscape. Towering karst limestone mountains rose dramatically on either side of the falls, their peaks often shrouded in mist. The emerald green river at the base of the waterfall flowed gently, reflecting the vibrant colors of the sky, vegetation, and cascading water. It was a scene that felt like it belonged in a dream. To get closer to the falls, I took a bamboo raft that gently drifted along the river, bringing me near enough to feel the cool mist on my face. The view from the water was incredible. Each tier of the waterfall seemed even more grand and powerful up close. It was humbling to witness the sheer force of nature from such a vantage point. Exploring the surrounding area, I came across small villages where local ethnic communities live in harmony with their environment. The people, primarily of the Tay and Nung ethnic groups, welcomed me warmly and shared stories of their traditions and connection to this majestic landscape. Their simple yet meaningful way of life added a deeper layer of appreciation for the natural beauty of Bản Giốc. One of the most peaceful moments of my visit was standing by the riverbank, watching the sunset paint the waterfalls and mountains in hues of gold and orange. The gentle flow of the river and the rhythmic sound of the cascading water created an atmosphere of tranquility and reflection. Located in the heart of the Mekong Delta, Cái Răng Floating Market is a vibrant hub of activity and culture, offering a unique glimpse into the daily lives of the people who call this region home. As one of Vietnam's most famous floating markets, it's a must-visit destination for anyone seeking an authentic and lively experience. I began my visit early in the morning, when the market was at its busiest. The sun was just rising, casting a golden glow over the river as boats of all shapes and sizes converged on the water. Vendors aboard their colorful weathered boats were selling everything from fresh produce and seafood to hot coffee and steaming bowls of noodles. The sight of this floating bazaar, alive with energy and sounds, was mesmerizing. The air was filled with the cheerful chatter of traders calling out their goods, the splash of water as boats maneuvered through the market, and the occasional laughter of customers haggling for the best deals. Each boat had a long pole displaying its wares: bananas, pineapples, pumpkins, like a flag, making it easy for buyers to find what they needed. As I drifted through the market on a small boat, I couldn't resist sampling the local delicacies. Vendors skillfully prepared fresh, steaming bowls of pho and hủ tiếu, noodle soup, right on their boats, passing them to customers with practiced ease. Sipping a hot cup of traditional Mekong coffee while watching the vibrant activity around me was an unforgettable experience. The market wasn't just about commerce, it was a celebration of community and tradition. Families worked together, with children helping their parents, and older generations passing down the knowledge of navigating this unique way of life. It was heartwarming to see how the river wasn't just a place of trade, but a way of life for these communities. As the sun climbed higher in the sky, the market gradually quieted down, with boats dispersing back to their villages or floating homes. The peacefulness that followed was a stark yet beautiful contrast to the morning's hustle and bustle, allowing me to reflect on the rich culture and traditions that make this place so special. Đà Lạt, nestled in the central highlands of Vietnam, is a charming and romantic city, often referred to as the City of Eternal Spring. Known for its cool climate, lush pine forests, and vibrant flower gardens, Đà Lạt offers a refreshing escape from the hustle and bustle of urban life. From the moment I arrived, its serene beauty and unique charm captivated me. One of my first stops was Xuan Huang Lake, a tranquil body of water in the heart of the city. Surrounded by willow trees and vibrant flower gardens, the lake is perfect for a leisurely stroll or a peaceful paddleboat ride. In the early morning, a mist often settles over the water, creating a magical and serene atmosphere that feels like stepping into a dream. Đà Lạt is famous for its flowers, and a visit to the Valley of Love showcased the city's reputation as a floral paradise. The valley is a romantic haven, with rolling hills covered in colorful blooms, winding pathways, and heart-shaped sculptures, making it a favorite spot for couples and nature lovers alike. Nearby, the Đà Lạt flower garden dazzled me with its collection of orchids, hydrangeas, and roses, each bloom more vibrant than the last. One of the highlights of my trip was exploring the Crazy House, an unconventional architectural masterpiece that feels more like stepping into a surrealist painting than a traditional building. Designed to resemble a tree, the house is filled with winding staircases, hidden nooks, and whimsical designs that spark the imagination. For a deeper connection to nature, I visited Lang Biang Mountain, one of Đà Lat's most iconic landmarks. The hike to the summit was both challenging and rewarding, offering panoramic views of the surrounding valleys, forests, and distant peaks. The fresh mountain air and stunning vistas made it a moment of pure rejuvenation. Another unforgettable experience was at Da Tan La Waterfall, a cascade of water tumbling through lush greenery. The adventurous side of me couldn't resist trying the thrilling alpine coaster ride down to the falls, which added an extra dose of excitement to the visit. Đà Lat's charm also lies in its French colonial architecture. Wandering through the streets, I admired the quaint villas, old churches, and the beautiful Đà Lạt railway station, an Art Deco-style structure that exudes vintage elegance. It felt as though I had traveled back in time to a different era. The city's markets are a treasure trove of local delights, and while exploring the bustling Đà Lạt night market, I found everything from handcrafted souvenirs to fresh strawberries and avocado ice cream, a unique local treat. The friendly locals and the vibrant atmosphere made it a highlight of my evening. Mũi Né, located along Vietnam's southeastern coastline, is a tropical paradise known for its golden beaches, towering sand dunes, and vibrant local culture. A favorite destination for both relaxation and adventure, Mũi Né offers a perfect blend of natural beauty and exciting activities that make it a must-visit destination. The moment I arrived, I was greeted by the sight of endless stretches of sandy beaches meeting the turquoise waters of the South China Sea. The gentle sound of waves and the refreshing sea breeze created a serene atmosphere, perfect for unwinding. At Mũi Né Beach, I found a laid-back haven where visitors could sunbathe, swim, or simply enjoy the stunning views of fishing boats dotting the horizon. For adventure seekers, Mũi Né is a renowned destination for kite surfing and windsurfing, thanks to its consistent winds and calm seas. Watching colorful kites soar across the sky as surfers glided over the water was mesmerizing, and the infectious energy of the beach made me want to try it myself. One of Mũi Né's most iconic attractions is the red sand dunes, a landscape that feels more like a desert than a tropical beach destination. Climbing to the top of these rolling dunes, I was rewarded with panoramic views of the surrounding area, especially at sunrise or sunset when the sand glows in warm hues of red and orange. For a bit of fun, I tried sandboarding down the slopes, a thrilling and unique experience. Equally captivating are the white sand dunes, located a short drive from the town. These expansive dunes are even larger and more dramatic, with their pristine white sands stretching endlessly under the blue sky. Here, I hopped onto an ATV for an exhilarating ride across the dunes, feeling the rush of adrenaline as I sped over the shifting sands. Another highlight of Mũi Né is the fairy stream, a magical little creek that winds through a canyon of striking red and white rock formations. Walking barefoot through the cool, shallow water was a refreshing experience, and the surreal beauty of the landscape, with its vibrant colors and unique shapes, felt like something out of a dream. Mũi Né is also known for its traditional fishing villages, where colorful boats line the shore and locals go about their daily routines. Watching the fishermen bring in their catch and seeing the bustling activity of the market was a fascinating glimpse into the region's coastal culture. Hanoi Old Quarter, the historic heart of Vietnam's capital, is a place where tradition and modernity intertwine to create an atmosphere unlike any other. Walking through its narrow streets, I was immediately struck by the vibrant energy and the charm of its centuries-old architecture. This is more than just a neighborhood, it's a living, breathing testament to Hanoi's rich cultural heritage. The streets of the Old Quarter are a maze of activity, each named after the goods or trades that were once sold there. From Hangbak, Silver Street, to Hangai, Silk Street, every corner seemed to tell a story of Hanoi's bustling past. The buildings, with their unique blend of French colonial and traditional Vietnamese styles, exuded an old-world charm, their faded yellow facades adorned with intricate balconies and wooden shutters. Exploring the Old Quarter, I couldn't resist diving into its vibrant markets. The Dong Xuan Market, the largest in the area, was a sensory overload of sights, sounds, and smells. From colorful textiles and handcrafted souvenirs to fresh produce and fragrant spices, it felt like a treasure trove waiting to be discovered. The bustling energy of the market was contagious, and bargaining with the friendly vendors added to the fun. One of the most iconic landmarks in the Old Quarter is Hoan Kiem Lake, a tranquil oasis in the middle of the city. Strolling along its shady paths, I came across the Ngoc Sun Temple, perched on a small island connected by a striking red bridge. The peaceful setting, combined with the temple's spiritual significance, made it a perfect spot to pause and soak in the beauty of Hanoi. The Old Quarter is also a haven for food lovers, and I couldn't resist sampling its famous street food. From the iconic pho bo, beef noodle soup, to the crispy goodness of ban quan, steamed rice rolls, every bite was a celebration of Hanoi's culinary heritage. Sitting on small plastic stools along the street, surrounded by the chatter of locals, I felt completely immersed in the city's vibrant life. For a deeper connection to Hanoi's history, I visited the ancient house on Ma May Street, a beautifully preserved example of traditional Vietnamese architecture. Stepping inside, I was transported back in time, with its wooden beams, open courtyards and intricate carvings, offering a glimpse into how people lived centuries ago. The evenings in the old quarter were equally enchanting. The streets came alive with music, lights, and laughter as the Hanoi weekend night market filled the area with stalls selling everything from handmade crafts to delicious snacks. The atmosphere was electric, and I found myself drawn into the festive spirit of the city. Tan Truong Tea Hills, located in Thai Nguyen Province, is a serene and picturesque destination that captures the essence of Vietnam's tea culture. Known as one of the country's most famous tea-producing regions, Tan Quang offers a unique blend of natural beauty, rich traditions, and a chance to connect with the art of tea making. As I arrived, I was greeted by endless stretches of emerald green tea bushes, neatly arranged across the rolling hills. The landscape was a vision of tranquility, with the soft morning mist lingering over the fields and the distant sound of birdsong creating a peaceful ambiance. The air was filled with the fresh, earthy aroma of tea leaves, a scent that immediately made me feel at ease.